6 years have passed since the release of the acclaimed masterpiece known as Breath of the Wild, a game that has captivated the hearts and minds of countless players around the world. Now, at long last, the highly anticipated sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, is on the verge of making its grand entrance into the realm of gaming. However, amidst the excitement and eager anticipation, I find myself confronted with a minor problem. I have yet to achieve the coveted 100% in Breath of the Wild. To truly grasp the magnitude of this predicament, one must consider the immense expanse of Breath of the Wild, a game that has been known for its awe-inspiring open-world adventure. From every corner of the map, the world is filled with intricate detail and beauty, but it is within this intricate kingdom that the pesky little goobers, the bane of many, a completionist existence, lie in wait. Yet these seemingly harmless creatures have managed to carve a notorious reputation for themselves within the gaming community. They are but a small yet significant part in the full completion of Breath of the Wild. However, despite the temptation of embarking on the much anticipated journey through Tears of the Kingdom, I have firmly resolved to stay true to my promise. I shall not indulge in the sequel until I have conquered the entirety of Breath of the Wild. And so, as I realize I only have 50 days until the release of Tears of the Kingdom, I embark on an odyssey through Breath of the Wild. Each moment spent in this expansive world brings me closer to the elusive goal of 100% completion, a goal that is not merely a statistic, but rather a testament to the dedication, perseverance, and unyielding spirit of someone who has collector's anxiety. Unfortunately for me, I'm still in high school, so my free time is basically non-existent, so it was going to be really hard to try to find the time to get this done. But lucky for me, I've already played this game for 150 hours, which also meant I have a save file that already had a lot of things done on it. On this save file, I had already collected 690 Korok seeds, and we completed all of the shrines and already did almost all of the side quests. The only things left I had to do was collect 210 Korok seeds, do a few side quests, and then I had to kill all the stone taluses and Hinoxes in order to get the medals of honor from Kilton. And guess what I decided to do first? And on my first day, I was able to collect 25 Korok seeds, making it all the way to 715 seeds in total. Now, little did I know I wouldn't be playing Breath of the Wild again for 14 more days. That's right, I didn't touch the game until 14 days later, and let me explain why. Spring break was rolling around for me, and I was going on vacation, and I wanted to get a video out before that. So that took all my time, and then I was on vacation for a while. And then right when I got back, I wanted to get another video out. And then finally after that, I was able to play BOTW once more. Now, since I hadn't been able to play for so long, I decided to do the part I was dreading the most, which was collecting the Korok seeds in Hyrule Castle. Now, I had been using this interactive map of Breath of the Wild in order to find the locations of all the Korok seeds, and it actually worked really well. The problem I had with Hyrule Castle was that the map looked like this. So yeah, it was like impossible to follow because of all the different passageways. But after what felt like 10 hours, I finished collecting the Koroks in Hyrule Castle and several extra, and I finished the day with 799 Korok seeds. The next few days, I would only play a little bit, but I just collected more Koroks until I was at 850. Then I decided to take a break from collecting those dreaded seeds and completed the 3 side quests I had left. And I decided to kill all the stone taluses and Hinoxes. The side quests were fairly easy and really didn't take that long, but the mini bosses on the other hand took an eternity to do. I had not really been keeping track of which bosses I completed up until this point, so I had to go through each and every one of them, but this time I had to make sure to mark them after I completed them. So after I defeated all the bosses, I went to Kilton, and this is what he had to say. Bruh. So obviously I was missing some bosses, so I had to go back and find them. But luckily, I had the ones I had beaten marked on the map, so it wasn't too much of a problem except for this final stone talus. So literally I spent forever trying to find this because I had 40 stone taluses marked on my map, but it said I only defeated 39. So I went back to square one and started defeating every single stone talus again until I finally came across the problem. On my map, I had the spot marked where this stone talus was, but it was like a giant stone talus, so it didn't count for some reason. Instead, right next to it, there was a normal stone talus. So yeah, that was kind of stupid, but then we swiped up the medals of honor, and now it's just me versus 50 more Korok seeds. Now, I wanted to collect all the remaining Koroks in one day, and let me just say, it was a huge mistake because it literally took me 5 hours. And once I reached about 10 Koroks left, I didn't know which ones I still needed to collect. So I had to zoom in on every little spot on the map until I found out where the ones I didn't have were. It literally took me 3 hours just for these last 10 Korok seeds. Now, unfortunately, my recording of my 100% completion didn't record. And I think it was because it was like midnight and I was so ready to be done. I just shut off my PC as soon as I got 100% and I forgot to press stop recording. But if you look at this wonderful gift, it is actually direct proof that I got all the Korok seeds. But I still wasn't done because I opened up the map and it said 99.47 completion. This was because I was missing some of the locations on the map. But after another hour, I found all the locations and finally, drum roll, we did it. Now I just have to edit this video, which will probably take just as long as it took to 100% this game.